Hi everybody, I hope that you can hear me today. I actually have the fan on in my room because it's really warm in here today. And so I just got back a little while ago from an early breakfast. Well, actually I shouldn't say breakfast. Brunch with my friend for my birthday, Amy. Thank you, Amy. Got out of the house for about an hour. So now I'm back. The dogs are a little hyper, so if you hear the pitter patter of feet, you know that Wednesday or Pugsley is walking around here somewhere. So, first and foremost, thank you for coming to my channel. I am so grateful to you all. I'm just shy of about 20 something subscribers to make the 500 mark. I was hoping to make 1,000 subscribers by the end of this month, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen, but that's okay. Stuff happens. People are busy. You know, it's the summertime. No big deal. I thought I would come on here and do a couple of readings in one video. I'm doing shorter readings for the signs. So if you go to my last video, which is a video log that I posted yesterday, there's 4 people. I think it was Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, and Sagittarius that I did 1-card readings for. So I thought I would do 1-card readings for the remainder of the signs, just as a courtesy to those of you who weren't included on that video. So as I'm sitting here, if I have to pause it because the dogs have to go out, I apologize. I'll just pause the video and go from there. So I thought I would do the signs. So I'm just pulling up the signs because I always forget the symbols. And we'll go from there. So I already did Aries. I already did a Cancer full reading the other day, which is my sign since June is my birthday. So my birthday was yesterday, so I did Cancer already. So if you are interested in that, go check out my channel. My video, I mean. So I did Aquarius. Wait, I did Pisces. I did Pisces, Aries, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. Those are the 4 I've already done. So right now I am going to do Libra. So Libra, if you are watching, I'm going to ask Spirit to give me a sign of what you need to hear from the Spirit side in regards to whatever's going on in your life, Libra. So I'm also going to pull 1 card, and then I will pull another card if I'm compelled to. If not, I will move on to the next sign so that I can catch up on the readings. And then July, I'm going to do it a little bit differently, which I'm going to do an intro video and explain all of this to you if you're wondering. So, what do we have for Libra? Libra today. All right, a card fell out. So let's see what it is, Libra. And I hope you can hear me. I have a little bit of music playing in the background, low on the 80s, and the fan next to me. So I'm hoping that you can hear me. So let me turn up the volume. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, the volume's completely up. So you should be able to hear me, hopefully, without too much background noise. So Libra, it looks like this is the card. So the deck I'm using, I'm going to be doing a spotlight on this deck in August. It's just called the Vice Versa deck, and I'll talk more about that then. But this is the deck I'm using, and if you can see this. So this is the back of a gentleman. Now, I am not, if you're here watching my videos, you know I'm not tarot taught. I don't read tarot. I'm actually a medium, a spirit communicator, and spirit comes through to me, the angels, spirit guides, ancestors, all those people. And anyone that's in the realm of the spiritual world that has passed away and whoever I'm supposed to be giving this message to will compel me to pull a certain card and will give me symbolism of that card to show you. So I basically just use the deck to show you, the viewer and the client, so that you can retain it better than if me just describing without any images. I hope that makes sense. So if you look at this deck, right, it shows a gentleman with the swords in front of him, 2 swords in the ground, right, and he's got his back to you, right? So Libra, what I'm being shown is that you have recently or are on the brink of. So that means it's either happened very recently or you're on the brink of breaking up with someone or walking away from a situation. I feel like a friendship of some sort that maybe either you felt more romantic towards the person or they felt that way towards you. And so there's no way of you guys being friends So it's at the brink, or it's already happened to where you have disconnected from this person. And if you haven't already, it's actually at that point right now where it's that intense uncertainty, right, of how it's going to be. Because if it's romantic on your side, you have a hard time seeing them as just a friend anymore, and they want to still be friends. Or if it's vice versa, it's the other way around. So that's why this card is coming up, to tell you that if you are truly sure that this person has no romantic interest in you, or that they have romantic interest in you and you don't for them, then I don't see it being a friendship where you can continue, because I feel like this comes from your end where it just won't be the same. So Libra, that's your sign for today, your card for today. I'm going to pull one more on the other person, because I feel like the other person is maybe the person who gave you mixed signals. You were friends and maybe you read the signs wrong, but I also feel like Spirit's telling me this person actually led you on a little bit. And I don't know if it was a situation or an event you went to. Maybe you went out together as friends with a group of people and it ended up being just the two of you, and maybe you misconstrued some touchy-feely stuff, I guess is what they're showing me. They're kind of showing me someone holding hands. You know how people are. Now, I have a best friend, and we are very close, and there may have been something romantic between us a long time ago, and I love him to death, but right now, where I am in my life, I'm actually very, very fond of him and love him very much, but I'm actually not in a relationship headspace. But we're both very unique introverts, and so I'm able to continue my relationship with him because I no longer see him in that romantic fashion. I love him to death, but I'm actually in that single mode right now, and I will be like that probably for the rest of my life. Even though all the readings out there for me say, this person's going to, be involved with me and all this. I'm just not ready for that right now. I'm actually focusing on me. So that's where I'm at. So I completely understand. A lot of people misconstrue emotions. And the reason why I keep shuffling is because Spirit says to keep shuffling until I can get the right answer. So let's see, what does this person's intentions mean? Were they misleading or what? Yeah, so before I show you this card, let me give you a little background about me so that you understand the way Spirit comes through to me and what signs they give me. I am very much about freedom of religion, Spirit, paganism, Catholics, Christians, Jehovah's Witness, Scientology even. I don't judge people. If that's your belief and that's what you belong to and that's what you feel, then that's your choice. So I respect everyone. So for me, Lucifer, Satan, demons, all are very different for me than a religious aspect. So I don't see them as being evil. I don't see them as taking your soul. I don't see them in that realm of descriptions, okay? So that's why I'm saying this, because the card is going to probably freak people out, but it doesn't mean what people think. So in tarot reading, they teach you, right, to read the tarot deck that comes with it, right? They give you a tarot deck, and you're supposed to read the meaning of each card, and what's the word I want to use? Mesmerize it, right? They mesmerize. What's the word I want to use? I'm having such a terrible day with words today. They take it and they read it so much that it's like a script, right? That they know it all. They know it so well that they can repeat it over and over, right? That's what they do. I don't do that. So there's always the death card that people get freaked out about, and then there's the devil card. So this is the card that came up about the person who I asked Spirit if they had ill will towards you, meaning that did they lead you on? And it gave me the devil card, Lucifer, whatever, Satan, whatever you want to call it. This is basically not a negative card for me personally. I find this to be the death of your relationship with this person. Because yes, they did lead you on, and there's no going backwards. So this is the death of that relationship. This is him saying, yes, it's better that you just make a clean break, and that's the end of it, right? So I am sorry, Libra, if that was not what you wanted to hear today. But sometimes a clean break is probably the healthiest thing to do in a friendship. So I hope that helped you. So the next sign that I'm going to be reading is, oops, sorry, I hit the wrong thing on my keyboard. We're going to do Taurus now. So Taurus, I have a feeling Pugsley's going to want to get up in a minute. So if I have to pause this, I will. And Taurus, your card fell out. So let's see what we have. Wow. Let me pull one more card, because I think there's another card that needs to go with this Taurus. Let's see. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus today, Spirit, that Taurus needs to know? Okay, here we go. Wow. Okay, so Taurus, the first card that fell out was this. Okay, so this is, do you see this? This is a person standing there with the symbolism above his head. Do you see that? Holding the torch, looking away with the beautiful flowers and the flower, the lily. There's a lily right here. That's what that is. So then I asked Spirit to give me more detail about what this card means, because I have an idea, but I wanted clarification on this beautiful card. So then this was the next card that I pulled for Taurus. So this reading, I'm not usually given specific energy, like sex-wise. I usually say female or male energy, and I leave it at that. This is a female I'm reading for in Taurus who has a very, or actually a male who has a strong feminine energy, or it's a female with a very strong feminine energy. Warrior woman, someone who's extremely stubborn, who knows what they want, doesn't hold back, says what they feel. I feel like this person is on a journey that this happens a lot. Oops, sorry, I'm throwing cards at you. That this happens a lot to them. The door is shut to them, right? And what I mean by that is the opportunities that this person is having or getting, they feel like maybe in the last month or two that the door keeps shutting, that people keep turning away and shutting the door, and things aren't coming to fruition as quickly as this person wants it. But this person needs to know that patience is huge. These two cards are very, very, very significant for you, Taurus. You need to realize that things don't always come easily to everyone. And one of the things I can tell you is stop focusing on what other people are doing, and why they're becoming successful and why they're getting what they want because they're working hard for it. It has nothing to do with other people. It's your journey. And if the universe isn't ready to give it to you and you have some lesson that you need to learn before this happens, that's why it's moving at the pace that it's moving. I am a prime example of that. I could tell you a lifelong story and you would never understand why I'm so positive with all the stuff that I've been through. But that's just part of the process, the learning, the knowledge, and what you need to learn before you can get to the point of where you are in life. And so for me, I had to go through all the things I've had to go through to get where I am today. So that's one of the major, come here, Pugs. One of the major reasons why people tend to focus, come here, baby. Oh, he's going to sit down. So Pugsley says hello. Say hi, Pugs. Pugs. Pugs, come in. Say hi, everybody. Oh, say hi, everybody. Thank you for coming to my mama's channel. He's wondering who I'm talking to. That's why he's looking at me like that. So, Taurus, I hope that helped you at least a little bit. Just remember that focusing on other people's success isn't something that we should reflect on, because it takes away from us pushing through. We always think that, well, that person's a shitty person, or that person didn't work as hard as I did, or whatever. We don't know that person's past. We may think we do, but we really don't. So judgment and placing that on other people is not something that we're meant to do. So don't focus on that. Don't hover in that. Just continue to push and be you and pay it forward and do what you need to do to get where you need to be, and you'll get there. So something I always have to tell people when I do readings, because, you know, some people get very frustrated. So the next person that I'm going to be reading for is Leo the Lion. Leo, Leo, Leo. So Leo, we're going to pull a card for you, and if we feel compelled, we'll pull a second card. Please, Spirit, can you tell me what Leo needs to hear today? And hopefully this resonates with someone watching my channel. As I'm shuffling the deck, Spirit wants me to remind you to please make sure you hit like on this video if you enjoy it. Also, don't forget, if you're not already a subscriber and you're coming to watch all my reading videos, I would really appreciate the support and the subscription. And if you are interested in any of my live feeds or the content that's about to come up this next week, please make sure you hit the notification bell. I'm actually off from work for my birthday that I celebrated yesterday, and I'm probably going to be doing some videos, and I might go live a couple times just depending on what's going on in the house. On Thursday, I'm actually, oh, well, I guess what, Leo, 2 cards just fell out for you, so while I was talking. So just FYI, I'm going to be going to get a tattoo on Thursday. I'm actually going to be getting something on my arm, and I'm extremely, extremely excited about it. I cannot wait, and yeah, I'm excited about it. So, all right, let's see, Leo. So the first card that fell out, this is a beautiful deck. This is the first card that fell out. I'm going to show that first, just so you can take it in, Leo. The second card that fell out. Okay, so now I want to tell you about the first card. So the first card, as you can see, is a gentleman that's standing there with the cups all spilled off on the ground except for 2 of them, and he looks like he's upset that they spilled. Okay, I want you to take that in. Live in the moment, right, Leo? What disappointments have you had recently? Because you had something happen that I'm going to be very blunt about, that you're making huge when it really isn't. So Leo, what I mean by that is you're being far too emotional about the event that happened, and you're over exaggerating it and you won't let it go. I don't know if it's with 1 or 2 people. I keep seeing 2 people, maybe family or friends or situation at work, but they're telling me that you're overreacting and you need to let it go, whatever that means. And then this card that fell out after it, is telling me that once you do this, once you let go of this, I'm sorry, wrong one. This is the back of it. Sorry, this was the card that fell out with this facing me. So this is saying that, you know, you're upset, you're over exaggerating, you won't let it go. And then what does this show? Right? This shows someone walking away with the light in front of them, this on the bottom empty, the beautiful plants, and looking to the sun, you know, the sun at the other side of them. So what this is telling me is that you are overreacting. You need to let this go. Once you let this shit go and you stop hanging on to whatever this is, because honestly, it's like when people get divorced or break up in a relationship and they carry on and they constantly cuss and they say that the person's a horrible person and, oh, they were horrible to me and all this. At some point in your life, you need to suck it up and fucking get over it and move on. You must have loved the person at some point. You must have, you know, at some point enjoyed something about them, and you had a lesson to learn from being in that relationship. So let it go, release it, let it into the universe, and move on, and stop carrying it around. Because when you carry around that ignorance and that, I don't even know what to call it, jealousy of the other person, or you're hanging on to old scars, it's not benefiting anybody. It's not hurting the person because you're carrying it around. It's hurting you and your health and your energy and your positive outlook. So let it go. Let it go. See the light at the end of the tunnel. Look, turn around and start your new journey. Let go of the person. It's not worth it, or the situation, whatever it is, Leo. Let it go. Just let it go. One thing I found is Cancers are stubborn to an extent, but Leos, holy shit. Most of the readings that I go back to, I mean, I don't remember a lot of the readings I give because I'm not supposed to retain them, but woo, talk about stubborn. So Leo, that was the cards I pulled for you. Now I'm going to be pulling Aquarius, since I already did Scorpio in the other reading from the other day. So I'm going to pull 1 card. If I feel compelled to pull a 2nd card, I will do that for you, Aquarius. Let's see what we have for you. In Aquarius, it's funny, I've been playing the 80s behind me, right? No metal yet, no rock, just regular 80s stuff. And now they're playing AC/DC, so I think that I'm supposed to say that to Aquarius for some reason. I'm not sure why, but let's see what card. Let's see if a card falls out. So I'm working on maybe possibly, I was researching and asking the universe for signs about doing a Patreon account, which I'm still going to do. I'm working on it. I have all the tiers. I'm about to post it this month, coming up in July. But I actually had a friend reach out to me through Twitter and ask me why I don't go to this site Twitch like the gamers do. And I follow quite a few gamers on my Twitter account that I love. I love people who are real, who joke, who are adult about it, and a card just fell out. So I will read that to you in a minute, Aquarius. That's what I wanted it to do. I think I'm going to pull a second card for you, too, while I'm talking, because I feel compelled to. So I had someone approach me and ask me why I didn't do a Twitch account. And I said, well, isn't Twitch just for gamers? And the person said, no, actually, there's quite a few people that do tarot readings on there. I said, well, I'm not a tarot reader. Even though I'm using the Oracle deck and the Tarot deck, I only use them for symbolism. I'm not taught in tarot, and I don't claim, just want to put this out there, that I'm a psychic. I don't claim that because I think there's a lot of bad mojo when people think of a psychic. The first thing they go to is fake people who sit at a crystal ball and take your money to tell you what you want to hear. And I'm not that person. If I was that person, I would be a YouTuber that has 100 gazillion subscribers and making tons of money off of you, the viewer. I just merely am trying to pay the bills, pay my groceries, and yes, it takes a lot of time out of me to connect with someone who's dead on the other side to bring specific messages to you all who are watching me. And I will never give information that wasn't given to me, and I'll never sensationalize anything. Same with me in the paranormal group. I would never ever say that just because you didn't see it, it's true. If I can't capture something on video or on audio or to show you, even though I experienced it and I felt it, I'm not going to force you, the person who's watching it, to say, well, fake it or whatever. Like, I'm just not made that way. I'm honest to a default, right? So that's why I'm not like all these crazy, YouTubers that do tarot readings, not all of them, because there's a lot of really good readers out there, and I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying that you pick who works for you, but there are a lot out there that are sensationalizing it and blowing up the readings, and meaning they're telling you what they think you want to hear because they're reading you and not the cards and not the other side. I hope that makes sense. So Aquarius, while I was talking, so I'm looking into Twitch, just FYI. If anybody has any information or wants to share anything with me about it or what they think, you can email me at parlaydespirit@gmail.com and let me know what you think. I'm kind of going to experiment it with it a little bit. So Aquarius, so I got two cards for you that fell out. The first card is this. I love this card. I'm going to turn down the TV for a little bit. So Aquarius, this is the first card. I just want you to take that in. And it's kind of funny. So whoever you are, Aquarius, if you're a huge Star Wars fan, then stay on my channel and watch this, because I think this is meant for Star Wars Aquarius people. All right. Then the second card, this is the card that fell out. All right. So the first card, the reason why I said Star Wars. So, wrong side. This is the side that fell out. So this is the card that fell out. This is a woman sitting on a rock, looking out at the moon, sitting on the rock in her moment, meaning in her energy, in her true self, in her true calling. She's at that moment in life where she's extremely happy in her own skin. Very, very happy. And the reason why they're showing me the Star Wars, I keep seeing when this image appeared, you see the two things she's holding? They showed me lightsabers to tell me that this is for a Star Wars person. That you're like a Jedi right now. You are in that moment. You are connected to the universe. You are doing the good for everyone else. And that you should continue on your path, whatever it may be. This is so cool that they keep showing me Star Wars references. And for those of you who know me, I'm a total nerd and I love Star Wars and Star Trek, but I'm more of a Trekkie. So the terms that in Star Wars, I'm not as big on those as I am Star Trek. So hopefully I'm not bashing anything or saying anything wrong. So that's you. And then the second card for you, Aquarius, is this card, which is a beautiful card. This is actually saying as well that you're very grounded. You're very in tune to animals. So I feel like maybe, Aquarius, Could you be a spirit communicator with animals, or maybe a vet, or someone who does holistic care for animals, that you're on your right path? Or if you're a rescuer or someone who is very compassionate about animals and have a lot of animals, that you are a beautiful soul and that you need to continue doing that, and that you're the reason why you're this person, very grounded and very enlightened, is because you embrace your true self and your healing self and you help animals. And so that's amazing to me, Aquarius. And keep doing what you're doing, because the universe is that very much at balance when it comes to you. So that one's for Aquarius. So the next one is Gemini. Woo, Gemini is usually something that I can resonate with. So Gemini is one of those signs that if Cancer doesn't apply to me, even though I'm born on Cancer, because the date I was born is at the cusp. I don't know, sometimes I relate to to Gemini, being a Cancer. So I'm going to pull one card, and if I'm compelled to pull two for you, Gemini, I will. And a card fell out. Let me see if any other cards fall out while I'm talking to you, my beautiful subscribers. If you haven't already gone and check out my Instagram, please do so. I'd really love the support. Also my Twitter. And if you haven't checked out my website, check out my website. Actually, my Facebook page too, if you haven't already. I don't read the chats on Facebook chat as frequently as I can because I don't have Facebook on my phone. So if you need to reach me for a private video reading or the special I'm offering for the next week of the month of June, I'm offering a 3-card reading, private reading, email for $30 donation through PayPal. And if you want to do a video reading that way, it's $40 through PayPal, which is an amazing cost. And you know me, I'll be thorough with the reading with the 3 cards. Usually lasts about 15 to 30 minutes, depending on who you are and what comes through. So if you're interested in that, please email me at Parlay to Spirit. I'll look at my calendar this week and I'll let you know when I can do it for you. And you usually, after payment, you get it within 24 to 48 hours, depending on what date I can fill you in for. So I will let you know that. So let's see what we have for Gemini. We already had one card fall out, but I think I need to pull another card. So that's why I keep shuffling. So what does Spirit have for Gemini that needs to come through, that they need to hear? And if anybody here really, has any, here's a card, has any advice in regards to Twitch, I'd love to hear it, because I think that I need somebody who's knowledgeable in that. All right, so this one's a really good one for Gemini. So Gemini, the first one is I see travel. This is travel. This is you going on a trip, Gemini. I'm being shown... This is a trip that you're thinking about going on, that you will go on. However, the reason why this card came out is because you're binded by debt or money that you owe on credit cards or something that's holding you back from this trip. So before you overextenuate yourself, they're telling me, you need to complete this. You need to pay this off first before you decide to do this. So what they're saying to me is, even though you're impulsively wanting to go on this trip and you don't mind charging it more, they're saying that it's more beneficial to hold off, pay off your debt, and then reschedule and do it at a different time, even if you have to wait a little longer to go on this trip. Because you'll have more fun if you have more money to spend. I hope that makes sense. That's pretty blunt, Gemini. Pretty blunt of a reading for you. Very to the T, no sugarcoating it, which I never sugarcoat anything with my readings for you all. You know that. I'm very blunt, and I'll be very honest with anybody on here. I don't sugarcoat anything. So pay off your debt before you plan this trip, because you'll have more fun and you'll enjoy yourself more, because then you'll have the freedom to do more things on your trip and spend money on things that maybe you want to buy that are once in a lifetime things. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let me pause this for a minute, and I'm going to come back and do Virgo and then Pisces. Oh no, Virgo, and then I'll be done. Virgo, and then I'll be done. I'll be right back. Pugsley, be nice, Bubba. Hi, everybody. I just had to let the dogs out. Pugsley came to say hi to you all. He had to go potty. Can I have a kiss? He said, hi, everybody. I always get confused when Mama's talking. I think she's talking to me when she's talking to you all on the camera. Wednesday's a little anxious today, so she'll hear the pitter-patter of her feet. So on this video, I did Libra, Capricorn, I think I did, Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Sagittarius I did on the other video, Pisces I did on the other video, Aries and Scorpio I did on the video yesterday, and then Cancer I did the full reading the other day, because Cancer is my birthday sign yesterday, so I did it last week, I think, on Tuesday I posted it. So the only one I have left is Virgo, which I'm going to do right now, and then that'll be it for the readings. So I'm going to pull one card. If anything falls out, or if I feel compelled, I'll pull 2 cards for you, Virgo, and then we'll be done with these readings. And as I'm shuffling, don't forget to please hit the like button and share my video if you know anybody who likes readings. Like I said, I have a special private reading that I'm offering this month for the next week-ish, till the end of the month, till the end of June. So if you're interested, make sure you email me, because it's a great deal. It's only a $30 donation for me for a 3-card reading, and if you want to do a 4-card reading video one, it's $40. So $30 is for an email reading, $40 is the video. Now in the email reading, I will take pictures of the cards that I read for you, so you'll have them, and you'll just have to tell me, email me what reading you want, and then your sign and your name, your first name. So I'm just shuffling the deck. I also have posted on most of my videos, the last probably 3 or 4 videos, I also have an Amazon wish list because I had a client come to me 2 weeks ago and asked me if she could donate a deck, like if there was a deck that I wanted. And so I created, hold on one second. Sorry about that. Wednesday was barking at the squirrel, so I had to go and put the blinds down and yell at her sternly, because she goes crazy over the cat and the squirrel outside, so I apologize for that. I totally forgot what I was saying. Oh, so I set up an Amazon wish list because I have a client, I want to say it was like 3 weeks ago, that asked me when I started telling her I was going to do the Spotlight deck of the month, because I don't always do tarot, but I like oracle cards that you can use. And so she said, why don't you create a wish list on your Amazon so that if someone wants to purchase a deck that you want that you wouldn't be able to afford yourself, in exchange for your videos readings that you do that maybe they enjoy or that really worked for them. So I did, and my amazing friend Amy for my birthday, thank you Amy, said that she ordered me one for delivery tomorrow, so I can't wait to see which one on my list she ordered for me for my birthday. So if you're interested in donating a deck, go check out my Amazon wish list, which is below. If you want to be supportive about my camera documentary fund, I'm actually saving up for a new camera and computer so that I can do this documentary that I really want to do. And it's about the life of a medium and paranormal field, supernatural, spirits, suicidal, ghosts, ghosts that have been murdered, different things about the paranormal community, different things about me growing up as a medium, what that means for a child, just a lot of stuff that I don't think that society likes to talk about, death, all that stuff. So that's the documentary I've been outlining for probably years now, probably about 4 years, and I decided that I'm just going to go for it and see if I can get the funds to do that. So that's why I wanted to create a Patreon page. Okay, a second card fell out, so that's for you, Virgo. A Patreon page as well, so that I can have people support me as an artist so that I can do that. So if you're interested in any of those, check out all my information below my video. I will post my PayPal, my wish list, as well as any of my social media pages. And yeah. So Virgo. So I had 2 cards fall out for you. And the first one is this gentleman right here. This is a very strong individual with male energy. It could be a female or a male, but they have very strong wizard, male, magical abilities, meaning they're very in tune with the universe, very in tune with the world, Virgo. You are very spiritual. You are the third eye. I see the third eye and the chakras are all lit up for me. You are very on a goal to help other people. You are on a path that they're saying that is the path you're supposed to be on, and to encourage you to continue on this path of teaching and being the person you are to others. Virgo, I feel like you are a teacher and that you have, I'm being shown, so for me, I have a very shaman heart. I come from Native American in this life and in other lives. I have a very strong shaman roots, right, in my heart and my soul and what I do. And they're showing me that you are a teacher through and through, and that you are guiding people and helping people, and you are on the right path. And to continue on that path and always know that no matter what, society is not where we're supposed to be, meaning that, as you know, as a shaman, sometimes it could be a very lonely introvert life. However, it's not lonely for us, even though we look like we're lonely to other people because we are single usually most of the time, and we are very in tune with who we are. It's just that they don't understand that just because you're alone, meaning single, doesn't mean that you are not happy or you're depressed. Now, the next one, which is funny for you, Virgo, is this is something that just happened recently. So this isn't two people, this is you. And you charted on an adventure and you're living in a different continent. That's what they're showing me, Virgo. That you're living in a different continent. So your spiritual side this year, you jumped. You just went. You said, "The hell with it. I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna go. I could teach from anywhere." And you moved continent, like oceans away. I see. It's weird. I see the ocean like a wave. I keep seeing waves, waves. I smell suntan lotion. I feel the sand in my feet, like the beach. Man, it feels wonderful. Like I'm not a big swimmer, right? I'm not a big ocean person. I mean, I am a big beach person. I will go to the beach and take in that energy, but I'm not a big person to swim in the ocean or go scuba diving or anything like that. I'm just not. However, I am jealous of people that can do that because I think it's amazing. They recharge from that. Me, I'm more of a forest. Go in the forest and just put my feet down and watch the old trees and feel the energy from the old trees. But this person, this Virgo that I'm reading for, is very much ocean, very much the waves. I feel like you're on the waves of some sort, but I'm not seeing a boat. So I'm not really sure. Maybe a surfer? I keep seeing a board, maybe? It's really weird, but I smell the salt and I feel the sand, and I feel like wherever you moved to in the other continent was somewhere that you were called to. Your spirit, your ancestry, your spirit was called to. It's kind of like me being called to either New Zealand or Australia over there. I feel like when I talk to people that I'm friends with, I have a friend in New Zealand, and I have people that I watch a show that I became friends with that are in New Zealand. I feel like New Zealand, Australia, that general area, I feel drawn to it. I feel like it's somewhere I was supposed to live. I feel like I make a joke to my friend in New Zealand, and he'll laugh when he watches this. Hi, Daryl. I love you. Hi, Sophie. I feel drawn there. I tell him all the time that I think the stork was drunk when he dropped me here instead of over there, and that I was meant to live in the same area as him because he's like a brother to me. And so he's my spirit other half. Like he's just a amazing person. We are very well connected and well versed together. And so he laughs at that because I think it's funny, and it's just one of those things. So I feel like wherever you are, Virgo, I feel like it's maybe New Zealand or Australia or over there in that area, because they keep showing me the ocean, and they're showing me what it would feel like if I got up and went to New Zealand or Australia, but more New Zealand, right? So I hope these readings were beneficial for all of you who are watching my video today. Like I said, yesterday was my birthday, and so I did one little brief video, but I didn't really want to do too many readings on my birthday because my energy, I needed to keep it for myself. I basically chilled with the dogs. My goal is to this week, I'm going for a tattoo on Thursday, which I don't really have the money for, but I'm going to go anyways because I really want one. So I'm doing it in smaller verses, but I really want to clean out my spare room that my roommate uses right now for his computer and stuff. I have an area in there with a desk with all my craft stuff when I used to do jewelry. I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start slow, start packing some stuff up, just some collectors things that I've acquired over the years, crystals and jewelry and stuff, and just pack it up temporarily in boxes and put them up against the wall. And I think I'm going to take this old crappy desk down. It's one of those old wood desks. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it temporarily until I can buy myself one of those cool wire desks, you know, just very simple and clean looking. And I'm going to set it up as my area where I'm going to sit and do these videos, as well as readings for people, my video recordings on Patreon and stuff, and my videos that I will do for there. So I'm going to set up a set place. I have a microphone that luckily I got last year for Christmas, and I could hang some stuff up in there, and I could set it up so it's my space. So I'm looking forward to that. Now I am, like I said earlier in the video, going to be researching Twitch, because someone suggested that I do that, and that it might be fun to meet some younger people and do the Twitch readings and see what happens. And so I might do that. I might try it. Maybe when I'm off next week, maybe one day, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll just create an account and do a video and see who shows up and what happens. I don't know. I need to talk to a couple people from Twitter and Twitch, people who have accounts, and see what they suggest, since they know a whole hell of a lot more than I do. I am very technology illiterate when it comes to stuff on the computer. I mean, I'm an admin assistant in real life at my extrovert job. However, I'm not technologically able to do a lot of stuff. Like, my roommate is an IT person, so whenever there's a broken computer or something going on, or I need something, he's very helpful, but he travels, and so it's not always that he's available. So I would need somebody who knows Twitch, because I'm not a very, if it's user-friendly, that's one thing, but if it's not user-friendly, I'll be honest, I don't comprehend a lot of that stuff. I don't even do the editing on here, right? My channel is all about me being real. I don't have an intro video. I don't have editing software. I've had people send me stuff, like, where you could buy stuff and do it. But honestly, I need somebody to actually physically sit with me and show me stuff versus watching a YouTube video. That's just how I learn. I've always been like that, and they considered that a learning disability when I was younger. And so that's why I didn't do as good in high school, so and in elementary and middle school. So that's just the way that I learn. I'm a lot like my dad, and so I don't take that as a negative thing. I just learn differently than most. So I'm hoping that I could figure it out. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you again for following me if you're a subscriber. Thank you to all my new subscribers. I am going to be giving away something at 1,000 subscribers, so if you're interested in sharing my channel, you will be included in the giveaway once I reach 1,000. So, and if you share my channel, make sure you make it public so that I could see that you shared my channel, and I will put you in for 2 chances to win the sweepstakes giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. And I thank you so much for the amazing support, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.